President Obama and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu say they are not giving up on peace in the Middle East. And apparently they're also not giving up on peace with each other. Correspondent Kevin Corke reports from the White House on the first face-to-face meeting between the two uneasy allies in more than a year.
Even before their 2.5-hour-long meeting, the president and prime minister acknowledged the elephant in the room, that the Iran nuclear deal drove a huge wedge between them, but wouldn't keep them from moving forward together.
It's no secret that the prime minister and I have had a strong disagreement on this narrow issue, but we don't have a disagreement on the need to making sure that Iran does not get a nuclear weapon.
The controversial nuclear agreement, just one of several areas where the two leaders disagree. Among others, the growth of Jewish settlements and the lack of progress toward a two-state solution between Israelis and Palestinians, though Netanyahu said today he still supports the latter. But no issue has widened the gap like the Iran nuclear deal, a risky separation at a time when Iran and Russia are strengthening their partnership, including the recent sale of surface-to-air missiles to Tehran, all while ISIS spreads throughout Syria and Iraq.
I think this is a tremendously important opportunity for us to work together to see how we can defend ourselves against this aggression and this terror, how we can roll it back. It's a daunting task.
That task is even tougher because of the threadbare relationship between the two men.
It doesn't mean that they are the best of friends, but it does mean that they're able to work effectively together to advance the interests of the citizens of their countries.
Further complicating the relationship, months-old comments from the Prime Minister's choice for spokesman unearthed over the weekend. Ron Baier, who said the president's criticism of Bibi's speech on Capitol Hill during the Iran debate was an example of, quote, modern anti-Semitism in liberal Western states, and said Secretary of State John Kerry's, quote, mental age doesn't exceed that of a 12-year-old. Comments that drew a strong rebuke from Vice President Biden.
There should be no tolerance for any member or employee of an Israeli administration referring to the President of the United States in derogatory terms. Period. 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 Period.
But the Israelis are also said to be seeking a 10-year, $50 billion military aid package from the Obama administration to better defend themselves, which would certainly seem appropriate given that a U.S. naval commander in the region said over the weekend that the Iranians have done very little to change their behavior since the signing of the Iran nuclear agreement back in July. Bret?
More on this with the panel. Kevin Corke live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thank you.